seriously think that Batman is more powerful than Superman?
Yeah.
In another time, another space, I might find the turtles discussing this cute. But the Next Mutation has enough problems with its own lore without the turtles trying to discuss another franchises.
Batman's smart.
He knows how to motivate me, like show me where his parents died. Anyway, besides Mikey giving Raph chili pepper bubble gum, the Batman v Superman discussion is the entire scene. And sadly, the turtles are better off seeing Batman and Robin than Batman v Superman. But oh, don't you worry, that stupid gum that Mike gave Raph is a plot point because Dr. Queefenstein is back and uses a robot rover for his chewed gum gathering. Quease is wearing an eye patch. Why is he wearing an eye patch? Well, if you look really closely at his stupid little rover bot, you'll see that the Queefster ripped out one of his eyeballs to somehow be the camera for this thing instead of using, I don't know, an actual camera? Man, you'd almost think that this moron had dial-up internet stuck in his head. His ideas are so bad. Oh yeah!
Note to myself, clone new eye.
But hey, at least this does really clumsily establish that Queef can clone now. And he didn't just clone his eye in the first place instead of ripping one out of his head because he's the smartest man in the world according to Donatello. Popping an eyeball in is funny. It's again a very bold choice of the show to, instead of making the idea of cloning feel like a big deal and interesting, they make it feel mundane and confusingly introduced.
Yellow.
Make it good, Quease.
I have excellent news.
When you address me, you will address me as Majesty.
Hey, it's Dragonlord. Remember him? I hope you're ready for his big part in this episode, calling Quease to complain about the clone plan. That's seriously all he does.
Oh, yes, of course.
But hey, at least these stupid noises make it so funny. Hurdy her.
When will the clowns be ready?
That's clones, Majesty.
You know, the humor levels here are so low that a scary mean clown might actually liven things up, so that's pretty sad. And sad too is this bubblegum plot point for a clone DNA sample.
Certified Turtle-fied.
Anyway, Donnie is having a conversation with himself, so the only person who still thinks he's smart in this series.
My eye in the sky is finally remote.
Well, that's just the receiver, right? You must have something actually in the sky or on a tower to track people, right? Oh, who knows or cares how anything works.
Someone's approaching fast.
Oh, so it gave Donatello less notice than if he had just listened to the footsteps coming towards him or looked up. I'm glad this thing can also just track everyone in the world, apparently.
Raph! Hey, what's the matter with you?
Queef's great plan here is to have Clone Raph kick Donatello a few times and then be done. Clearly this is just such a great victory, it's beyond our comprehension.
Go fish.
Oral hygiene is the hallmark of a focused ninja.
You know, I keep waiting in vain for the moment that this show will be less stupid, and it never comes.
No, a ninja must always keep his teeth clean of food.
That's not an official rule, is it?
A ninja creates his own rules.
So, the rules of the ninja are nothing then?
I hate Splinter.
Come here. Next time you want to spar, get a punching bag.
Queef has done it! He made them momentarily confused.
Why don't you ask Raphael, the psycho, to explain why he just attacked me in the sewer?
Say what?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm not making this up.
Donnie, you're tripping.
Oh, tripping! That's again a slight drug reference. That's a UK edit.
I'm not making this up.
Donatello, whatever happened, it was not what you think.
I really didn't need to know what Queef gets off to. Dragonlord, the boner killer, rings into Queef's happy time with one of those super smooth dial-up video calls that definitely happened in 97.
Sending out the robot again for some more usable biosamples.
Make it so.
Dragonlord is almost as beloved a character as Captain Picard. I love that episode of Next Mutation, Next Generation where he learned how to play a flute.
I want my own turtle army.
Shouldn't you just want to eat the clones? I thought that Dragonlord believed that eating the turtles would power them up somehow, and this would be a really easy way to accomplish that. Now, I'm sure they didn't want that in their show, but that's on them for introducing it as a plot point.
Nothing makes any sense.
Yeah, you said it, Splinter.
On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed.
How is Quease getting a camera angle with his rover with his eyeball camera in it?
We got snot!
Queef talking about snot and a farty snot noise plays. We have hit the heights of comedy here, people.
Looks like the toaster escaped.
I hadn't anticipated this.
I didn't know that if I just drove my stupid little rover right in front of them that they would see it.
It's getting away!
If you stupid turtles can't catch that, you should retire. Spoiler, they should retire. We get another couple Twin Tower replacement shots on the Shout DVD, which really does kind of go against the whole never forget motto, doesn't it? Also, I want to make it clear that these edits wouldn't have been made by Shout themselves. This just had to have been done for TV airings around 2001, and that those are the masters that they ended up with for the DVDs. Is the eyeball crying like a baby? Is a little sense too much to ask? Yeah, it is.
Shotgun! Hey!
Oh, you'll love this UK edit. They took out calling shotgun because that's naming a gun. Seriously, wow. Anyway, since Mikey called shotgun, obviously we see him driving later cause they're lazy. The turtles are heading over to Quease's lab because he's the only one that would be stupid enough to make a rover with a ripped out eyeball.
Quit messing around, Donnie, and get down from there.
That is the handsomest turtle I have ever seen.
Everyone is an idiot. What a fun show. They could have come up with an interesting infiltration story or them framing something on the turtles with the clones, but instead the grand plan was tinking around. It's almost like this was just an idea born out of the fact that they had multiple versions of these suits to make the show or something.
Wow! It's like watching the World Nerd Martial Arts Championship!
Let's never take anything seriously, so there's no stakes.
Donatello, which one are you?
Me!
The Donatello clone responding a couple of times here is the only time in the episode one of the clones talk, by the way. And that kind of breaks the way that they act like the clones are pretty much mindless in every other spot in the episode.
Delicious.
Apparently, clones are like crappy robots that just spout catchphrases as they walk. Since the turtles managed to capture the Donnie clone, Donatello slips in with the rest of the clone group who were separate from Donatello clone because who knows. It is good that the turtles are being stealthy about this though, because they need to find out what Queef's plan is. I mean, it could be anything, even clones! And you know, it'd be pretty hard for 5 mutant turtles to bust into the lab and stop a stupid purple old man.
I had to destroy my eye to get the DNA sample for the female mutant.
Was he gonna rip out his clone eye and pop his original one back in at some point?
In a farm.
Peekaboo!
So, for some reason, the clones don't acknowledge that at all, and Queef didn't hear Donatello giving himself away for absolutely no reason.
Once my army is complete, I myself shall be mutated into a glorious dragon deity.
What? Oh man, I thought random goat noises were Bone Steel's thing.
Going to adjust your megaspinal thermostat.
His spine has a thermostat? that? Gotta have that optimal spine temperature, I guess.
It's time to flood your veins with rage endorphins.
Everyone knows that a phone cord is the best link to rage endorphins.
Where's your mechaspinal thermostat? You're a mutant!
All the clones are also mutants, you dumbass! And why didn't Donatello stop him from injecting them with the dial-up rage?
You've been canned, Clooney. Hey, Donnie. We used your tracking thingy to find you.
All he did was go up some stairs into Quease's lab, the place you idiots were heading for anyway. You didn't need to track that.
These clone dudes don't run so well without this.
So, I guess we killed him. It's fine as long as you don't think about it at all.
Yeah, take that, you handsome devil. Ow!
You don't need this, do you?
Wow, what a plan this was. Clones that can be easily defeated by pulling a phone cord. Queef, you've done it again. Enough with the goats!
What are you doing?
Destroying them.
Queef nicely vaporizes the clones, so they're extra dead now. Good thing you didn't just make them explode or something, because that might actually hurt his enemies. Bet you didn't expect so much murder on this episode of Next Mutation, but it's fine as long as you ignore what's actually happening.
Rocket boots.
The biggest idiot of the episode was Dr. Quease. Welcome back, idiot. Queef, super genius, ripped out one of his eyes for a camera, which is dumb enough, but then we find out that cloning an eye was also easily on the table. Quease also made his clone turtle team with an easy pull the plug weakness. And if doing that didn't kill them, then Quease makes sure this was a real clone genocide city zone. Now, everyone was pretty dumb in this episode, but runner-up goes to Dragonlord for literally phoning it in this episode. Next time on Next Mutation, Wick drinks a potion, takes over the rank, and hangs out in the toilet.
What?